Greetings and peace to you all. My name is Umi. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed, booked a session, or made donations. I really appreciate the support. So today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why you may be the black sheep in the family. Black sheep is a common idiom referring to someone who is rather odd or rebellious in a group or family setting. Number 1, you have unique talents, gifts, and abilities. This may mean that you like to talk to trees or animals, or that you're clairvoyant, clairsentient, you have visions, and every attempt to share your gift with family is met with some type of criticism or the side eye, or you're persecuted or ignored or excluded in conversation. So the very thing that may be an actual talent or a gift that you have makes you feel like it's something you should suppress because it's not well received by family, and therefore you become the pariah in the family. You feel like the black sheep. Number 2, you are the non-conformist, the free thinker. You value your autonomy, and being an individual is something that's important to you. So when you have different political or spiritual views than your family, they may ostracize you. They may make you feel as if you're wrong, or your views are just completely in stark contrast to what really is and what the whole family thinks. And so you can seem like the one oddball in the group who just has a different view of things. Doesn't mean your views are wrong. It just means within your family, where everyone has been thinking a certain way and sharing their opinions a certain way for so long, and you come along and you're just different in your approach, that definitely challenges your sense of belonging, and you can feel like the black sheep. Number 3, your beliefs and ideologies challenge tradition and the status quo. So this is a little similar to number 2. The difference here is that you may be the first openly gay person in your family, or the first trans person in your family. So you come along with this very Uranian, Aquarius, revolutionary, liberated mind. And when you challenge the tradition that's been in the family for so long, as far as sexuality or spiritual beliefs or just family traditions, it can definitely make you feel as if you are the one who's creating upheaval in the family. And anytime that we're not highlighted or glorified for something that we've done in the family, then it could be quite the opposite. We're gossiped about. We can always feel as if the family is talking about us rather than to us, about our life, not really fully knowing who we are or what we're about. So just by being very different in your approach to how things have always been, like you challenge that, maybe you do it deliberately, or you're just a rebel at heart, can definitely push us into a space of feeling as if we are the black sheep. Number 4, this one's a bit interesting, but you literally feel as if you were tossed in the wrong gene pool. You were born to the wrong family at the wrong time in the wrong place, and you just don't feel like you belong within your family unit. Like, who are these people? You may feel as if they're always out to get you or against you. Again, like they talk about you instead of talking to you and finding out more about who you are. So when we're in a family environment, a family unit where we feel like we don't belong in the family, then we can find our upbringing very difficult. Just expressing ourselves and being who we truly are isn't accepted or acceptable. So we tone it down, we suppress it, we hide, we even lie about what we really think or what we really feel for fear of being criticized. Number 5, you're secretive, deliberately secretive. You're distant, and you altogether just try and avoid spending time with your family. This could be because of your upbringing, that times in the past where you've expressed yourself or you've wanted to share some new idea or plans for yourself, it was met with opposition. You were told what you are or who you are by your family. And as you got a little older and you got access to more freedom, you realized, never again am I going to share my plans, my goals, or just my interests with my family. They don't understand me. So you can kind of become the black sheep of the family just by way of not sharing who you are, not disclosing who you really are. So then the family starts to assume, they start to think maybe you're into weird things or dark things just because they don't know. You choose to keep your life secret. You don't share who you're dating. You don't share where you're traveling to. You just move in your own time and at your own pace. So this is interesting because being the black sheep by choice could just mean that we're even breaking generational curses. We're doing something different and against the grain, and we don't necessarily disclose all of our moves to the family. So there are a number of reasons other than what I've mentioned here that may, for some of you, be the reason why you're the black sheep in the family. These are the most common reasons, just because we're different and we go against tradition. But in some cases, you know, people feel as if their family is a part of some, you know, plan to limit them, to not allow them to rise to success, to rise within their career, or to have a healthy family. So in cases where we are the black sheep, it's just because we're more successful, we're thriving, we're doing really well for ourselves, and the family can find a reason to gossip about that and make that a bad thing. And you're not doing anything wrong. So obviously being the black sheep of the family can be disheartening, and it can be frustrating for some people because they feel, if I can't trust my family, or if I'm not welcome in my family, where am I welcome? Well, we're living in a new age, a time where social media and the internet and different platforms allow us to mingle and to join communities and to find kindred spirits where we feel as if we do belong, we feel accepted. Many people form relationships with people that aren't their blood relatives, and that bond is just as tight and just as loyal as if that person were a brother or sister or cousin. So it's important that despite feeling as if you're the pariah of the family, that you continue to accept yourself for who you are, continue to strengthen your convictions regarding the person that you are and the purpose that you have while you're here. All of us are different, and blending in and going with the herd is not always the solution to our happiness. And oftentimes it's not going to make us happy. We're going to feel as if we're stuck in an environment amidst superficial and non-genuine relationships. And sometimes we assume, sometimes we just automatically believe our family's out to get us, when they just lack information. They lack awareness of who we are, how we've evolved, what we study and what we believe. So communication with your family can be one avenue to kind of getting out of that stereotype of being the black sheep because of X, Y, and Z. If you do feel that every attempt to reach out to family or build with family has been unsuccessful, this may be your cue to just simply take your energy, your love, your intention, your talent, your purpose elsewhere. Especially as we mature into adulthood, we don't need to cling and form unnecessary attachments, even if it is with family. When we're spending time alone, we're able to learn what we love and what we enjoy and who we are without the watchful eye of a family member. If you're someone who still lives in your home and you have a parent or parents that have something to say about everything you do, you know, don't bring those cards in my house. You're not going to be watching this content in my house. You know, as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. Absolutely. You respect the space you're in. If your parents or those around you are against certain spiritual practices because they find them offensive or against God, if you will, then you have no choice but to honor their space. But just acknowledge that it's not that there's something wrong with you. You may just simply have a different view, a different belief, and a different ideology. And as humans, we need to not feud and find ways to tear each other down because of differing beliefs. When it all boils down, we come together for one common thing, and that's love. So you continue to practice love. You continue to practice self-love and demonstrate that the things you're learning are beneficial to you. They're beneficial in your behavior and your lifestyle choices. When we act rebellious and reckless and angry and bitter and we want to feud just for the sake of proving a point, it doesn't really serve to demonstrate that the things we're learning are helping us or are showing our progress, our spiritual evolution and maturity. So you want to make sure you maintain your poise and your sense of self-control and respect for whatever space you're in. And if people accept you, they do. If they don't, oh well, just keep it moving. Continue to express that self-love, because this is us honoring the God within. Okay to be the black sheep of the family. Maybe you're a peacock amongst pigeons. See it from a different perspective and not something to be ashamed of. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this video was useful. Share your experiences in the comments, what it's been like for you as the black sheep. Maybe you have a different experience of what the black sheep of the family feels like for you. And you never know how your comments will bless someone else. So thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, peace.